Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network. Today we're going to be jumping into the subway car with Splatoon 2's DLC, the Octo expansion. Is this DLC fresh, or should have stayed on the hook and not been given a glance? Let's take a look. Disclaimer, I cannot promise or not promise puns upon puns will not be featured in this video. The Octo expansion is the DLC story content for Splatoon 2. In it, you play as one of those dirty Octolings who have somehow lost his or her, we'll go with him, his, as I chose the male Octoling, memory, but knows that squids are not his enemy anymore thanks to the power of a song. Did Andrew Lloyd Webber write this? Anyways, you're tasked by totally not going to somehow double-cross you and attempt to murder you company with completing some task and collecting the things. Wait, shouldn't it be things? No? Crazy Octo kids with their hip language. So you must go around the subway car that takes you to many different challenges, ranging from get to the goal, to playing billiards, or grinding on rails like in Sonic Adventure 2. Seriously, does this music not just fit the footage? And let me tell you, some of these challenges can be brutal, near unforgiving, but near is the key word. I know a lot of people found the challenges to be too much, but honestly, I think they're just the right amount of challenge. Well, except this one, but we'll get back to you. Last week, in my top 10 things to not bring to Smash Ultimate, I talked about how the challenge map could get too challenging, and some of the harder ones just seem impossible for a lot of players. But I think the Octo expansion really balances this out. There were a few times I did run into multiple hard challenges in a row and it was a little annoying, but you can kind of choose your own route, going through different paths to unlock the ways to the things. I'm not going to get used to saying that in this review. You don't even need to complete all the stages to get all the things and go into the boss. So you have many options, and as I have established in the past, I love options. Yay, options! I will say, starting this DLC excursion, after the first few levels, I felt a little jarred. They were really short, but that helps so the challenges don't overstay their welcome. Annoyed with rolling around the 8-ball? Well, it's not that long of a level, and next you can go destroy all the enemies, or pop all the balloons. I think it was smart, plus it allows them to have 80-something levels in the DLC, making a nice meaty campaign. Now, I said I would come back to this stage. I see how this stage got made. And honestly, I am probably just showing off how much better I am at a single-player campaign as Splatoon than Terraform stuff, but man, this is brutal for me. Waves of Octolings, and you have to protect this ball in center. I just can't do it. I've tried so many times. This has been the only time I've been close to rage quitting either Splatoon game, single or multiplayer. That impact was not as harsh as it could have been since I ran into this pretty late in my playthrough, so I decided to just move on. But if I would have went right to this route to get this early on, I would have been discouraged, honestly. Now for the plot itself. And I'm talking about the whole plot, so spoiler warnings and whatnot. You're gonna hear everything here. Of course, it being more than 30 seconds old, the internet has probably already ruined it for you, but hey, thought it'd be nice. The plot's not horrible. A bit bland here and there. I do enjoy the 80s theme, but I'm getting pretty close to being burnt out of that overall. Eventually, you find out that the things... okay, I'm calling it the Death Blender 9000. The Death Blender 9000 is rebuilt, and you go into it thinking you're going to the Promised Land. And you as the player realize that you're about to be cut up. So the main character you played as in the first Splatoon jumps in and saves you. Of course, this ends up making him get brainwashed, you have to fight him, which was actually pretty cool. Then you're saved by Pearl and Marina in hip-hop rap clothes. I know nothing about these music genres, so if I got it wrong, I'm really sorry. And then you fly off into the sunset. That looks like the Statue of Liberty. Is the lore going deeper? Did they just confirm this is an apocalyptic future and humans once lived on this planet? Well, wow, did not see them throwing that at us here. I really thought that'd be a Splatoon 3 thing. Yeah, something that has been long theorized by the Splatoon fanbase is the world is the future of our own. And in the DLC, here you see many objects like GameCubes, Walkman, and more in the background. And the Death Blender 9000, well, being a blender. The game never really got too deep with the background and lore, sometimes here and there. But man, this right here, this really pushes the DLC over the edge from good to great. It does what a DLC story mode really should, progress the story. As odd as it is that a song can change the hearts of Octolings, I can accept that in this world. Plus, it plants a lot of seeds for the future, that the Octarians and DJ Octavio don't have to be the main threat in the third game. In fact, they might be allies. Okay, back to the final battle. You must use these rails to go around the statue and burst these balloon bomb things. And then Pearl is apparently Black Canary, and you save Inkopolis from destruction. Sweet mother of COD, that was awesome. Thought I forgot about the puns, didn't ya? Overall, this was a great DLC, well worth the 20 bucks. Not only was it a great campaign, but once you completed it, you get to choose to be an Octoling in online battles. Something that has been asked for a long time, and it's not something that's just handed to you by spending money. You have to earn it, and that makes it feel so much better. And really, there's not much more to say. If you own Splatoon 2 and enjoy the single player campaign, then yes, grab this right now. Grab it right away and enjoy a ton of content. If you're more just into online battles, then I can see where you can find it fun, but not overly enjoy it. I still say get it if you get a chance though. With such high praise, an amazing ending, and just a few challenges that push a bit too hard to make you feel a bit ragey, I give Splatoon 2 DLC Octo expansion for the Nintendo Switch 43 beats out of 32 jams. I have no idea what I'm saying, but I have to give nonsensical scores. It's just what I do. Thank you for joining me here at the Nintendo Network. You know what I thought about the Octo expansion, and now I want to know yours. Tell me your thoughts on the DLC in the comments below. If you like this, remember to join the network by subscribing and liking me right here on YouTube. And don't forget about our other social media outlets and our brand new Discord. Make sure to join us there. Now, if you excuse me, I have to salmon run and get back to playing some Octopath Traveler. Sorry, trying to add a few last puns. I'm seriously disappointed in myself with the lack of puns in this review.